mess with? Did I mess with the air? Hope I didn't mess with anything that would affect this stream. What's happening, gang? Stay alert, stay alive in this world full of chaos. It's that O, aka Lay Low. And if you tuned in with me, you tuned in to Stay Alert TV. Let's go. Have some sad news to report in Hollywood world. A gem, a rare gem, one of my favorites, especially when it comes to playing a villain role. Val Kilmer was reportedly passed away at the age of 65 by his families. They confirmed that it's true. You know what I'm saying? So condolences out to his family. And a special RIP and high praises to you. He will truly be missed in the world of film, and I'm sure he will be missed by his dear family. You know, so prayers up to them. They can get through these tough times. In other news, Lil Baby in the rap world has been announced in an indictment handed down by Atlanta, Fulton County, in a Rico case by Atlanta natives, Goodfellas. Guess Lil Baby has been mentioned throughout the whole, the indictment to the grand jury. And reports say the indictment doesn't even seem like it's for this group known as the Goodfellas. It's like, is it about the Goodfellas or is it about Lil Baby? So we're gonna get into this. Shout out to Poetic Flocka, where I got this content from. It will be named in the description down below. So you can go click on to that, and it'll take you to his page and give your own take on it, or just watch it like I do. You know what I mean? I don't try to give too much opinion. I don't want to be biased. I'm just bringing it to you in case you missed it.
This fraud of a detective, Viverito the Vixen, as I call her, who lied her way to the edges of perjury during the YSL trial, is apparently the one being used to indict Lil Baby on RICO charges. And we found this out, actually, at the Goodfellas Lil Baby Ops RICO grand jury indictment today. So we're going to review that shortly. But let's just rewind a little bit to give you guys some insight on what's going on. If you are a Lil Baby fan, it's gonna be a hard couple of months for you, bruh. Because this Lil Baby situation feels like the Atlanta police, they're just committed to trying to get Lil Baby locked up. It don't matter, even if they feel like they can't win the case, getting him off the streets for a year or two as he fight this RICO is their goal. Shout out my guy, Bradford Cohen, man. He's Kodak Black's lawyer, Drake's lawyer. He actually gave a take on his Lil Baby situation that I believe it's pretty much what's gonna happen. So he says they're trying to say that Lil Baby is going to get indicted. We all know how that goes in Atlanta. Those prosecutors can't get out of their own way. Another clown show if that happens. Shout out to Brad, and we talk often in the DMs, and he's coming out to do an interview with me in LA soon, probably next week or so. But Brad is sitting back like a lot of us, just observing what's going on. He sees the Atlanta police chief tells Lil Baby,
and I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
We're gonna hold you and your associates accountable because Lil Baby filming a music video in the hood of a rival, and the music video got shot up. So Baby and them responded back by shooting and killing one of the rivals, and then the rivals responded back by shooting and killing two 13-year-olds. Atlanta PD is blaming Lil Baby for that, claiming that Lil Baby is responsible because he filmed a music video in Goodfellas territory. And then we sit back and we watch them arrest Goodfellas for RICO, and then Lil Baby name is being mentioned throughout the entire grand jury. Like it's like, bro, is this about Goodfellas or about Lil Baby? It don't make sense. And then we sit back and we see the Georgia Public Defender's Office saying, yeah, we expect the RICO to come soon. we're preparing staff right now to make sure that we have enough people to represent any of the defendants in the 4PF RICO who needs, you know, a public defender. So it's already a done deal. Like, the RICO is coming for Lil Baby, but the thing is, what exactly is the RICO going to be for, right? Like, for all the instances they bring up, it involves everybody else but Lil Baby.
One by one, the suspects charged in the 2024 murders of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and his friend 13-year-old Jacody Davis took their seats inside a Fulton County courtroom for day 3 of a preliminary hearing, which will determine if there's sufficient evidence for the men to stand trial.
So I think that we are ready to begin.
An APD detective who asked us not to show her face because she's involved in undercover investigations took the stand for more than 2 hours. She testified that investigators used social media posts and wiretaps to determine that the 7 defendants are members or associates of the Goodfellas criminal street gang. Police say the shooting stemmed from a gang war sparked by rapper Lil Baby, who they claim is affiliated with the rival criminal street gang 4PF. Last May, police say the hip-hop superstar filmed a music video in their territory and multiple people were shot.
I'm not gonna lie, this is absurdity to heights I've never seen before. They're doing all of this, claiming that a gang war was started because Lil Baby filmed a music video in the ops territory. Now, I'll be real. Do I believe that Lil Baby should have been more responsible? Because, like, the optics of you being a multi-millionaire coming to these people's neighborhood in your multi-million-dollar bulletproof trucks, bringing a lot of chaos there and then leaving to go to your mansion, the optics is horrible, bro. But
he said bringing a lot of chaos and then going to your mansion. In this world full of chaos, stay alert, stay alive, huh? You got to watch it. It's about parameters. You got to stay within the parameters. But why would a millionaire want to be a part of a street gang, or we say organize a street gang, or does he come from 4PF and 4PF was a street gang? I thought 4PF was just a label.
to paint it as this man started a gang war and he has to be held responsible for it, it's kind of like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Which investigators say sparked the gang war. The attorney for Lil Baby called those claims complete and total nonsense and added that his client had absolutely nothing to do with those shootings. During cross-examination today, defense attorney Brian Tevis criticized the investigation and claimed that investigators did not have any evidence that proves his client was involved or even in a gang.
I've been photographed with Chief Justice John Roberts. Am I a member of the Supreme Court?
Is the Supreme Court a gang?
Well, they're affiliated in fact. There's 3 or more members, and if any of them commits a crime, you would say they're in a gang, right?
If they commit criminal street gang activity.
That's a good argument, but that argument isn't being used on Lil Baby's behalf because Lil Baby is like the gang leader of 4PF. He is the leader. That's being used on one of the members of Lil Baby's ops, Goodfellas, right? They're all in right now on a RICO. One of the dudes, his lawyer, who's currently representing him, he wasn't even present when the 2 13-year-olds got killed. But
it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Okay, let's just say this. It's like Nipsey Hussle in the Rolling 60s. The Rolling 60s was established before Nipsey Hussle. So Nipsey Hussle could never be bigger than the program, the set. So Nipsey Hussle is quintessentially not the leader of the Rolling 60s. So what you're trying to say is Lil Baby got on to escape street life, became a entertainer, to escape street life, to build a street gang. That don't make sense. Or him turning into an entertainer, being the biggest thing out of his neighborhood. He could not quintessentially be the leader of a gang now, because he's an entertainer, now he's the leader of the gang. It don't work like that. So it don't make sense them keep calling him the leader of 4PF. They both contradict each other. I mean, both instances is a contradiction. You can't become a entertainer. You can't rise up out the hood and become the leader of the gang. No, the gang was established before you and after your success. You becoming a successful multimillionaire rapper starts a street gang? No, it don't make sense, man.
because he hangs with these dudes, because he's a part of, I guess, whatever they got going on, he's now dragged in on a RICO, and he's being charged as well for the murder of two 13-year-olds.
Yeah, some of the back and forth that we saw during cross-examination. Now, again, this is going to continue next Monday at 12:30, and at that point, the judge will decide if there's enough evidence for these these suspects to stand trial. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
Here's the crazy part. Goodfellas ain't even been indicted by a grand jury yet. They got brought in due to probable cause, and they're being detained due to the nature of the crime. So they're still going through the grand jury process to try to figure out if there's probable cause to formally indict them on charges. Viverito the Vixen is listed as a gang expert. So essentially, she goes undercover because she looks the way she does. She gets entangled with these gangbangers, take the information they give them, and then use it against them in court. So she took the stand today at the Goodfellas grand jury hearing, I believe. And during this hearing, she said a couple things that relates to Lil Baby that we have to discuss, all right? So let's get into it.
All right, and this investigation began with your looking at the certain Instagram page, and whose was that?
The Instagram page belonged to Keontae Sanders, also known as Midnight.
Okay. And while looking at that page, you found some direct message communications, one of which showed a disappearing message between Mr. Sanders and somebody named Mr. Smith.
Once I received his Instagram returns back, yes.
Okay, and that, what did that message consist of?
It was a photo that Mr. Smith had taken of himself, but had put the word J-Shot across it and sent it in the disappearing message mode.
Just a brief interruption. Being a criminal is so difficult, bro. And I hope all you criminals...
Yeah, he said being a criminal is so different. Man, it's definitely what they say, 24 hours, 24-hour job. I can't think of the saying.
Disappearing mode. Listening, bro, she just said that they recovered the messages that was sent in disappearing mode. Y'all be thinking that things like Snapchat and Instagram disappearing mode, those things are Fed proof. They're not Fed proof at all, bro. Being a criminal is so hard nowadays, bro. The messages that quote unquote disappeared on Instagram for you is still being hosted. And they was able to pull the messages that was sent in disappearing mode, snitching,
yeah, that's crazy,
and use it to indict them on a RICO. Oh my, yo, the streets is cold, bro.
All right, this is what's...
What about FaceTime? They said FaceTime is encrypted. It can't be hacked. It's only a call between you and that party. So maybe you criminals want to start using FaceTime more, man. You're scared to get on that screen. But I'm gonna say this. This is the thing. This is the rule. And shout out to Big Meech. Big Meech say the phone is used only for, are you gonna be there? Okay, I'm on my way. That's it. He said you don't do nothing else on the phone. No talking on the phone. Only thing, are you gonna be there? Okay, I'm gonna be there. And you talk face to face. That comes from Demetrius Flanders. Shout out to Big Meech.
What's coming up now is already admitted into evidence. Is this the message that was sent?
And he said that before the case.
It is.
And that's, so that was Martavius Smith sent that to Mr. Sanders.
He did.
All right, now, what was significant about that to you?
I knew that J-Shot was, or John Smith was a close associate of the leader of 4PF, Dominique Lil Baby Jones.
And 4PF, as you testified already, was a gang that you recognized as being in a rivalry with the Goodfellas, and in particular, the only My Family subset of the Goodfellas?
And their associates, yes.
Okay. And how did you know this about John J-Shot Smith, that he was a member of 4PF?
He can be seen out there on his Instagram. He can be seen pictured with Mr. Jones. He frequents the area where the homicide occurred as well. He's filmed a music video out there.
I hope you rappers is listening. This is such an eye-opener. If let's say you have a homie, right? And your homie, you know, let's say he comes around, you know, he's repping the squad 4PF, but your homie has some side beef, and your homie's got homies of himself. If your homie gets killed by, let's say, his ops, and then your homies' homies come back and kill somebody, and a gang war ignite, You're now the crime boss, even though you have nothing to do with whatever personal beef he has with those people and his homies is involved. You are now automatically involved because he's in your entourage and you brought him around and he's in the music videos and he's around you and he's banging for PF for the clout. You are now involved.
That's
and
crazy.
They're going to include you as a gang leader and say that you are the catalyst for a gang war that had nothing to do with you. Nah, these people cold, man.
Hey, that's a cold thing. They stretching it. See, when he stopped it, what I thought he was gonna say is, because he said, like, let me just use this situation and let me navigate this. We do a music video over there. They come in retaliation for the music video, shoot our hood up or whatever, wherever we at, and kill one of our guys. In return, we go and shoot them up, kill one of their guys. Then they come back and shoot us up again. And in the midst of this, 2 civilians lose their life. I thought he was gonna say they charge you with the 2 civilian murders. Now, even though they initially shot first, because we shot the video, it's similar as me and my homie going to rob. This is where I thought he was going with this. It's similar to me and my homies going to rob like a jewelry store, right? And in the commission of that robbery, the jewelry store owner shoots at us and kills my partner, my homie. Which, if we was charged for that robbery, he'd be my co-defendant in that case. But being that that jeweler killed my homie in the commission of that robbery, now I'm charged with my homeboy's murder. He got murdered during the commission of a robbery, so I will be charged with that robbery and his murder. Instead of just being charged with murder and my homeboy passed away during, the robbery and that's it, no. They take it a step beyond that and charge you with his murder. Being that he was murdered during a crime that y'all were committing, now I'm charged with that murder because somebody got killed. That's why I thought Flacco was going with that scenario right there. But they didn't took it and stretched it even further. They're saying, like, if I'm having a brand or, and I'm making promotional commercials for it, and a guy that I'm associated with is affiliated in a gang, and he in the promotional video, ad, whatever, you know what I'm saying, like repping my brand just to get clout or get exposure, his face out there for his Instagram, whatever, you know what I mean? Now, and he commits violent acts. Now I'm the leader of his gang. Don't make no sense.
All right. So the music video, is that something?
But I said that it don't make sense from the jump. I haven't even watched this before. What they saying don't make sense. It's a hell of a reach. It's a reach. That's why I don't like watching these videos. Man, I'm not. I swear this is gonna be like my last video of this. I got another one that I want to cover on the Motor 3 thing, because a lot of stuff didn't surface. But this the last. I swear this gonna be like my last. I'm so sick of this.
That you've seen?
It is.
Where'd you see it?
I can't do it,
I
gang.
believe it was on the YouTube account belonging to Mr. Smith.
All right, and permission to publish a brief clip of that video, Your Honor.
Granted.
All right.
We're gonna play a
Now,
video.
Investigator Viverito, if you'll look at the monitor in front of you. Is this the music video that you were referring to?
I'd have to see the title of it.
This beat go crazy.
J Shot Who Want Problems music video?
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
All right. And there are certain shots of this video that are at the 1043 Spark Street location?
Yeah, one just flashed on the screen.
Okay, so we've already seen a portion of that then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you saw this video, and then you saw that the artist that's depicted in this video, John J. Smith, was also...
What the fuck is this world? Oh, man. excuse me, what is this world coming to? Like, I remember in my section, I need to pull it up, where they did the first, what is it called? I'm gonna have to look it up. Let me look it up right now. It's called like a gang charge. I remember in my city, this guy was the first one to be charged with a gang charge. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it say. Here we go, right here. First gang murder conviction in Muskegon history with no contest plea. No, this a gang murder. He was he was the first one charged in let me see. Let me play it for a minute to see if this it. But he was the first one charged with like being a gang member or whatever. But this a gang murder. That's what I don't think this is. Yeah, nah, this ain't it.
First charge of murder in the second degree. You were convicted in April of 11 of delivery.
See.
So the person depicted in the disappearing message, and on what day was that message sent?
Sent on June 30th. I believe it was read on July 1st.
From what I've gathered, like, it's unclear why they sent J-Shot pictures and disappearing messages. I'm not sure, all right, because J-Shot is still alive and well. Maybe they were plotting on J-Shot, but nonetheless, though, they have those messages. Now, they also have a wiretap of them having a conversation. Now, on that wiretap, though, one of them actually implicated Lil Baby and said they feel like Lil Baby got money on their heads.
Sanders, the wiretap target, an unidentified gentleman that goes by the name Unk, or he's being referred to as Unk.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to object to this slide again. If they're about to play the call, but her conclusions and her interpretation is not the evidence.
Well, I think she was just identifying who was on the call, so I'm going to overrule. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's going on? Man, them folks, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't even like that, man. Them folk got tickets on a lot of these folk. I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Look at my boy Terry Nolan.
That was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
To me, this is nonsense and BS, bruh. Ops being paranoid because they are out here harming people who are close to me, being paranoid that me, the bagman, me, the rich rapper, may have some money on their heads because they're doing foul things. That's y'all proof that I'm involved in this gang war? That's y'all proof that I should be brought in for a RICO? I think it's insane, bruh, right? Now, listen, bruh. At this point, bro, we gotta stop using like Viverito the Vixen as a gang expert or as anybody credible, bro. Like, have y'all forgotten like the YSL trial where even the judge got frustrated at Viverito because Viverito was on that stand, bro, spewing nonsense, dodging questions, being uncredible?
Mr. Shart asked you a very specific question, and you seem to have answered in a way that surprises everybody. So we need to get some clarity from you. Okay, so can you listen really carefully to what his question is and answer that question? And then if your answer is still the same, we need to ask some follow-up of you. I mean, okay, go ahead.
In the songs that we reviewed, Mr. Stillwell claimed to have beat a homicide, correct? Or
Correct.
beat a murder rap, beat a homicide.
Correct.
Okay. Did he in fact beat a murder rap or beat a homicide, as he claimed?
I think he...
Go ahead and explain it now, because the jury's not in here.
Yes,
We're just
yeah.
trying to sort out what
I
it
think,
is.
from my understanding of Mr. Stillwell back in that time, he was under the impression that the Donovan Thomas case had been, that they were going to beat it, like they were about to beat it, or it was beat, or it wasn't going to be an issue. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know.
Well, that's good that you didn't say
Yes.
that. But that's not the question that he asked at
I'm
the
not asking
time.
what Mr. Stillwell thought.
But Rito the Vixen don't even pretend to be a credible source. So the fact that they're now using her to indict Lil Baby, it's kind of like, bruh.
It don't make no sense.
Really, bruh.
I told you this thing, and I ain't even watched this from the get. It didn't make no sense. Like how they trying to put the pieces together. What type of puzzle is that? It's gonna be a puzzle of confusion. In the court of law, to convict someone, you have to have no doubt that this person did it. You know what I mean? No reasonable doubt. It's no doubt. You know, it's no question to it. It's, you know, like I was finna reference a case, but I'm gonna speak on that later. But it's no doubt of conviction. You know what I mean? In my mind, that this person is this, or I see this phone. You know what I mean? When I turn it on, and let's see, let me do something. When I turn it on and I look at the apps, right? Let me show y'all. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it down. Just use this as a quick example. When I look at the apps on this phone, can you see it? Okay. Maybe a little blurry, but when I look at the apps on this phone, let me turn it down a little more, because I want y'all to see it too. When you look at this phone, right? There's no doubt in my mind when I look at this phone that it is an iPhone. No doubt. Can't nobody sway me and say, hey, no, look at the corner right there. When I look at the structure of these apps and how they look and the color of them and all that, I know for sure this is an iPhone. And the reason why, you know what I mean? Because I didn't have an iPhone. Like clear as day right here. If you look down here, the second app right here, this one, that's Siri. So it's no doubt in my mind that this is an iPhone. You know what I mean? I don't need you to provide no more proof. I don't need nothing to support the proof. This is the proof right here. I don't need nothing to support it. You know, I don't need to be it explained, or if you tell me, you know what I'm saying, a person on a jury, because some, you know, they don't know about gangs. They didn't heard about them. They never experienced them, you know, for us being inside or affiliated with it, associated with it, or whatever. Some might not have no experience at all. Back to reference to the phone. So they don't know what Siri look like. But if you give me a diagram of an iPhone and then you show me the phone, say someone's physical phone, and I see that Siri app on there, now I know it's an iPhone. Even if I never had experience with an iPhone, not even for an hour. But once the evidence is presented and they showed me an iPhone and how it operates or whatever, and then they shows this guy's phone on the screen, it's no doubt in my mind that it's an iPhone. See, that's how it works. The truth don't need no support. The truth ain't gonna never change. See, a lie you always gotta remember. You know what I mean? But 10 years from now, if you ask me about this phone or whatever, I'm not gonna, the story is not gonna change. Why? Because it's the truth. You know what I mean? But if you ask me about something I made up 10 years ago, you think I'm gonna remember it? You think it's gonna like kill me. I'm gonna be pulling teeth to try to remember that, piece that story together for you.
Now, she's at the key of this, by the way. Like, she's the one who is testifying that Lil Baby is a gang leader. Lil Baby, you know, is the gang leader of 4PF. He's the one who started this gang war. Lil Baby got money on people's heads. And apparently they done bought it enough.
She must hate Lil Baby. Because she... Nothing. I don't even want to speak on it more. That's why I hate these videos. Like, I hate hearing and seeing the demise of black men. This is crazy, man. And that's why I say, like, how did this world get here with all this gang stuff? And it's like, that's all they thriving to be in these videos, Instagram caps, accounts, these diamond. It's just, man, it's just so played out.
To where the public defender office has already got word we're bringing a RICO on Fort PF and Lil Baby shortly in 90 days. Y'all get ready. This is sick, man. This is some sick stuff, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Do y'all feel like they have something credible on Lil Baby? Do y'all feel like Lil Baby deserved this RICO, or do y'all feel like they're doing him dirty? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching, man, click on this video here on my screen to find out why the woman who made the call that got young Scooter killed, find out why she's getting incredible backlash after going live to explain exactly what happened. It backfired badly on her, bro. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
All right, that's gonna conclude that video, man. Yeah, if you feel like they reaching for Baby, or you feel like they actually got, you know, a credible case, and this lady is a credible witness.
You did say today is yes.
You know what I mean? Get in the comments, speak on it. You know? Drop a comment, tell me your view, or if it's something I missed, you know what I'm saying? Reference a video. Put me in the right direction, because I just don't see it with this lady being a credible witness. She has no proof that Lil Baby is the gang leader. She has no proof that Baby sent them to, you know, go shoot up they said or nothing. No proof. You never heard none of it. So if I'm missing something and you got a video, if you found something, some paperwork or whatever, direct me to it, man. I'll surely check it out. Stay Alert TV. Oh, you already know. AKA Lay Low. Stay alert, stay alive in this world full of chaos. Let's go.